For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
To the air on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Daly. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
And the Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They kick it away on 4th down. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Madden. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
From the gun to give, looking for room. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Georgia going up tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Got his man.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And the Dogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Quarterback will keep it. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive.
Yeah, that's crazy.
With his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Send the tight end in motion. Off play action. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll go to the counter. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. There he goes. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Slithers into space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Buys a little time. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Georgia!
Really nice rhythm that time by the play caller because he ran the football on the last play, so this time he decides to go play action just to see if he could get the defense to freeze for a split second, and that's all the target needed. Off the play fake, he's able to work the route, win his one-on-one, makes the catch, and takes it in for a score.
Getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
That last completion sets him up on second down. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. With the catch, it's Bacon. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Dogs headed quickly to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. On target to the left. Turning it on. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking downfield on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just keeps slinging it. Now improvising. Makes the catch. It's Bacon. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
And the Bulldogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. On the move. Creates a little space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown.
You're crazy, bro. This is the last game ever.
In today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
That nigga's tweaking to
Through
this.
the air for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Complete to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Caught over the middle. It's Madden. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
The safeties are usually the quarterbacks of the defense. They're getting everybody lined up, and they're coming down in the box and making big tackles, but they also do a great job in the back end with their coverage, breaking on the football, getting the big INT.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Trying play action. Now adjusting. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
You know, you wonder sometimes if this quarterback, because of the success he's had earlier in the game, running the ball, just thinks every time I scramble, something good is going to happen. I think that time, guys, he should have stayed in the pocket and tried to take a shot, because it looked to me like he had a guy open downfield.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Dogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw.
I don't know what else to do about it, bro.
Exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line.
I mean, yeah, it is what it is, bro. This part.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas.
Oh my God.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know, if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back, taking your own end. Simply can't happen.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Skips away from pressure. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Got room at the 35. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Here we go. To the air on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Madden. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Wants to throw again. Keeps looking downfield. Catch in the middle. It's Madden. Now the connection takes it to the 11. NC State quick to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to surge it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
But that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, NC State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Lining up to add another. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He'll start this drive going to the air. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. wants to go up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Oh, it's blocked.
And they had been practicing this all week long. They saw something on film that made them think they could overload them on the right-hand side, and they were able to get back there to block that kick.
Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside. And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return you do, and a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, he's just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And nice job by the quarterback, and he's done a nice job all day. That's 100. That's 100 on the dot rushing. It's so tough to bring this guy down. When you got a quarterback that can make these plays like he can consistently, the defense's heads are spinning. Is he going to run it? Is he going to drop back? Is he going to throw it? What the heck is he going to do? Quarterback has done whatever he wants, and a lot of that damage has been done in the ground.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
29 Philly, 2-9.
Wants to fire on second down. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fit it in the window for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Looking for a crease. It's Daly. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Out across the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players in these leagues.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. The run from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. He's now up to 52 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Back to pass on second down. Running to Green. Showed off just about every move in the book except the forward move. He stopped for a short gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Georgia lining up to punt it away. catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield.
There he goes. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27.
3rd down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Got it in the middle, it's Cherry. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. NC State a lot of freedom to do anything here on 2nd and inches. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, NC State.
NC State a lot of freedom to do anything here on 2nd and inches. Rides the back and leaves it. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. And it's complete. Into the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
There are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Catch in the middle, it's Bacon. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Snagged out of the air. Turning it on. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football. No
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Looking for the goal line, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Motion from the wideout. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They go to the draw. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Baker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Gonna look downfield again. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Wolfpack! In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished...
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. The snap sets up to throw. He tries to take the top off. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Georgia. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Cherry. Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Cherry. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. He'll try to do it himself. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us